So laying on your back with your arms relaxed next to your body, your knees out to the side. You can support your knees if you wish by putting a cushion under them or a block. Just laying back and finding your breath. Getting nice and settled in your own yoga practice studio. Thank you all for being here today, doing something beautiful for yourself and for those around you and for each other. Today's practice is going to be focused on gratitude, finding gratitude in what we do, finding gratitude in our breath. As you lay on your back, you might like to put one hand on your tummy and one hand on your heart and feel the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe in and out. Finding compassion and gratitude for your own journey and for all the struggles and for all your strengths. Noticing your breath, checking in with your body, noticing how you're feeling, giving compassion to any part of your body that might feel a little bit stiff or sore, breathing into that part and releasing any tension from that area. And noticing your mind, the thoughts that come and go, acknowledge them and let them go. Just taking some more breaths, breathing in and out, feeling that rise and fall in your chest. Taking this time, this special time, a gift for yourself. Moving your knees together and then hug them up to your chest. You might like to roll around in a circle, just releasing any tension in your lower back. And then coming up to a comfortable seated position. You might like to sit on a block. Resting your hands on your knees and just moving your body in a circle. Just breathing in and out. And then going the other way. Just gently feeling the rhythm of your breath. And then placing your right hand down on the mat and bring your left hand over the top. And then inhale to center and then to the other side. Just rocking from side to side, stretching the side of your body. coming back to center, rolling your shoulders in a circle. And coming back the other way. Releasing any tension that you're holding in your shoulders. And then bringing your right hand up over your head, onto the left side of your head, and dropping your left shoulder, just gently bringing the head towards the right side. So getting a nice stretch through the side of your neck and your traps. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then change sides. So dropping the right shoulder, just gently bringing the head across to the left side. And then releasing it. Take your left hand across the front of your body and the right hand underneath. Turn your head to the right and stretching through the left shoulder blade. And then release, this time taking the right hand across, left hand underneath, looking to the right side, taking some breaths here and feeling the stretch through the right shoulder blade. And bringing our arms out in front of us, moving your wrists in a circle. And then back the other way. Just taking any tension you might have out of the wrist area. And then relaxing your hands down to your knees, bringing your head forward so your chin is coming down towards your chest, stretching the muscles at the back of your neck, top of your shoulders. Inhale, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. You can soften your eyes if you wish, stretching through the front of the chest and the front of the neck. And then exhale, back down, chin to chest. Let's do a couple more rounds. And then coming to all fours. And we'll gently do a few cat and cows, opening up through the hands, pushing your palms down to the mat. Inhale, lift your chest up, getting a nice curve in your spine, belly button pointing down towards the mat. And then exhale, draw the belly button up and bring your gaze through the middle of your knees towards your feet. And then inhale back up again. So just going through your own time, your own pace. Getting some gentle movements in your spine. And then taking your knees wide, bringing your buttocks down to your heels. And walking your hands forward into child's pose. Bring your forehand down towards the mat. If you wish, you can put your block underneath your forehead, just for this first one. And just taking some nice gentle breaths here, feeling a nice stretch through the lower back and the upper shoulders. As you breathe here, finding the gratitude in your own breath. Take a few more breaths here. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then bringing your legs out in front of you in a seated position. A seated forward bend. So we're going to inhale, lift our arms up nice and tall, coming up onto our sit bones, and exhale, folding forward. Bringing our hands down towards our toes or our ankles or our shins, gazing towards your feet. As you breathe in and out, considering which part of your body you feel most grateful for. Noticing a big, deep stretch on the back of your legs and a stretch through the lower back. Softening your eyes. Gently taking this time for yourself. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then coming up to cat and cow again. And then tucking our toes under and raising our hips up towards downward dog. Walking our feet down to the floor, stretching the back of our legs. Breathing deeply. Noticing a stretch through the back of the legs and through the shoulders. This position is like coming home. This is where we come back to ourselves. This is us and our breath. And walking your hands and your feet back together, coming into a forward bend in a standing position. Just letting your head fall heavy. You can have a slight bend in your knees if you wish. As we enjoy this forward bend inversion, find the gratitude in your feet and in all the adventures that they take you on. Letting your head fall heavy, the crown of your head pointing down towards the earth. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then as you inhale, slightly bend your legs, bring your arms all the way up, gently coming to a standing position, into mountain pose. So standing, the arms up, nice and tall, stretching your body. It's a very strong pose, this one. As we reach up towards the sky, finding gratitude for all your hopes and your dreams and all the unknown adventures that are yet to come. Just stretch from side to side, moving with your breath. And then releasing your hands, coming to the back of the mat. Turning our left foot out slightly to the side and step forward with our right foot. Inhale, lift your arms up. Having your shoulders and hips facing forward, reaching up towards the sky. Imagine you've got a big beach ball in your hands and you're lifting that up, feeling the stretch through the front of the left hip. And then take the right hand forward, left hand back, keeping the bend in the right knee, stretching out the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades together into warrior 2. And then lengthen out the right leg, And bring both hands down towards the mat. If you have a block, you can place the block next to your right foot. Place your right hand on it. And then inhale, lift up the left hand and open up the chest, stretching out the right leg into triangle pose. Looking up towards your left hand. Taking some nice deep breaths here. As you exhale, bring the left hand back down to the mat. Inhale, come back up. And this time, raise the right hand above your head and slide the left hand down the back of your left leg, reaching up towards the sky. From here, we're going to go back down to our downward dog. So placing your hands on the ground, slide your right leg back. That's it, coming into your downward dog. And then we're going to take our right foot and place it next to our right hand. And you can slide the left foot back a little bit. You can bring the knee down to the mat if you wish, or you can keep it up into lizard pose, opening up through the hips here. Taking some nice deep breaths. And then we're going to lift you can stay here if you wish, or you can lift your right hand up into a lizard twist, looking up towards the right hand. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then bring the right hand back down, bring the right foot back, and coming back into your downward dog. Walk your hands forward. And then bring your feet and your hands together into a forward fold. Inhale, come back up and back down to the back of your mat. And then we'll take it to the other side. This time turning the right foot out slightly. Step forward with the left foot. Inhale, lift your hands up, raise your chest and your gaze. Holding that beach ball up nice and high again. Connecting with the stretch through the right hip. Reaching up. As you take a few deep breaths here. And then take your left hand forward, right hand back. Keep the bend in the left knee. Squeeze the shoulder blades into warrior two. And then exhale as you fold forward, lengthening out the left knee. Bring the hands down towards the mat, placing the block on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, lift up your right hand and open up into triangle pose. Feeling the stretch through the front of the chest, taking the right hand towards the back of your body so you feel that twist in the upper back as well. And connecting to the stretch on the back of the left leg. And then exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, come back up to standing, raising the left hand up and slide the right hand down the back of the leg. Just taking a few deep breaths here, feeling the stretch down the front of the left side of the body. And then exhale, bring both hands back down to the mat. And this time we're going to go into a lizard pose on the left side. So you can bring your right knee down if you wish, or you can leave it up. So we're opening up through the hip on the left side. You can stay in this position, or you can lift up your left hand into a lizard twist. Just take a couple more breaths here. And then bring the left hand back to the mat. Take the left foot back, coming into downward dog, just stretching the back of the legs again. And walking your feet out wide. And walk your hands underneath you into a wide-legged forward bend. Bring your hands down with your palms flat on the ground if you can. Just let your body fall forward, the crown of your head pointing down towards the earth. Coming back to your theme of gratitude. Let's take 4 more breaths here. Let your head fall heavy and your shoulders fall heavy. And then walking your hands a little bit forward, stretching out your back. Nice, strong, straight back. And then bending a slight bend in your knees and come up to standing position. And then we'll go from here to a balancing pose. So we're going to open up our right foot, our toes, just rock our body a little bit in a circle so that we get in touch with the ankle points. And bring the left foot next to your right foot, toes on the ground. And when you're ready, lifting the foot up either just under your knee or just over the knee. Try not to do it on the knee joint. And let's bring our hands up to cactus. Take our elbows back and take our knee towards the back as well. Squeezing our shoulders, finding your drishti point, a point at which you stare at to help you with your balance. And relax into the stillness of the balance. Nice work, everyone. Let's take 4 more breaths. And last breath. And then relax. Give your legs a shake. And then let's go from here into garland pose. So we're going to take our feet wide. So if your knees are a little bit niggly, you just come down to a higher point, but keep your chest up. And if you can go a little lower, you can take it down as low as you wish. And using your elbows to push the knees out to the side. Just taking some deep breaths here. Feeling the opening through the hips. Nice flexion through your ankles. Just take 4 more breaths. And then bring your hands to the mat and lift up your hips into a wide forward bend again. You can heel toe your feet a little wider. Let your crown of your head fall down towards the earth. Just take 4 deep breaths here. Just relaxing, feeling the stretch through the back of the legs. And a slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come back up to standing. And then we'll take our balance to the other side. This time the left foot. So opening up the toes on the left foot and moving your body in a little circle, getting in touch with the anchor points. You might find this side a little bit easier or harder. And if you need to, you can be next to something that you can hold on to. Let's bring the right toes next to the left foot. And when you're ready, slide the foot up either below the knee or above, and bring your hands back to cactus, finding your drishti point. Squeezing your shoulders together. Bring the knee out towards the side. Steadying through the breath. Just take 4 more breaths here. And last one. And release. Feel all the little stabilizer muscles working in the ankle. And then taking our feet wide again, back to garland pose. Coming into your squat, wherever that might be. Trying to keep your chest up nice and tall. Just softening your eyes and taking 4 breaths here. And then reach your hands down to the mat. Lengthen out your legs into a wide-legged forward bend. Heel toe your feet a little wider. And then relax your head down, pointing towards the mat. Feeling the nice stretch down the back of the legs. Let your head fall heavy. Nice opening through the lower back. Just take 4 breaths. Release any tension you might have in the back of your neck. And then walking your hands forward, stretching out your back. And then heel toe your feet a little closer. And coming back up to standing. Now let's do one sun salute to come down to the mat. So we'll start at the top of our mat. You're going to inhale, lift your arms up, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. And then step back into a plank. Slowly lowering your body down to the mat. And then untuck your feet. Inhale, lift up through the chest into cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes under. Coming into downward dog. Just stretching the body here. And then from here, bring your knees down to the mat and coming into a seated position. Hugging your knees up towards your chest and moving your body in a gentle circle. Bring your feet out to the outsides of the mat with your knees bent. Bring your hands to cactus. Bring both knees to the left side of the mat, stretching out through the right side of your body. And then inhale, bring the knees to center, and exhale, take them to the right side. Like a windscreen wiper, just opening up through the hips and the lower back. Gently taking it from side to side. As you exhale, take it to the left side, looking to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Just continue on at your own time with your own breath. And then one more on each side, and then coming back to center. Lifting your left foot off the mat and bring the left foot in front of the right knee, and then hug that up to your chest. You might like to put your hands through the gap in the legs and draw the right knee towards the chest. allow your upper back and head to relax back onto the mat. Taking some deep breaths here, releasing any tension you might have through the left glute area. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then release your hands and let your right foot come to the mat, but keep the leg crossed. Take the left hand straight out from your shoulder and the right hand on your knee, and draw that knee across to the right side, coming into a nice twist. On each exhalation, allow yourself to twist a little more. Let's take 4 more breaths here. And on your next inhalation, bring your knees back to center and swap your legs over. Bring the left foot down to the mat, lifting up the right foot and bring it across the front of the left leg, and then hug that into your chest. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. You might not be able to get quite as much stretch out of this side, just depending how it feels. So you might be reaching through to the left shin or just pulling the right shin towards your chest. Relaxing your upper back and your head onto the mat. Softening your eyes and taking some deep breaths here. On each exhalation, try to bring it a little bit closer, a little bit more stretch. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then release your hands, let the left foot come to the mat. Take the right hand straight out from your shoulder on the floor, left hand on your right knee, and draw that knee across to the left side as you turn your head to the right. And take some deep breaths here. And on each exhalation, try and let your body twist a little more. Bringing that right knee towards the left side. Feeling that deep stretch down the right side of the body and through the right glute and the right ITB. Try to have your upper back on the mat and you'll feel a stretch through the front of your chest. Just take 4 more breaths. And then inhale and bring your knees back to center and hug them both towards your chest. So uncross them and hug both knees in, just rinsing out the spine. Taking a few breaths here. And then allow your feet to come down to the mat with your knees bent. We're going to place our palms flat on the mat and walk our feet towards our buttocks. Inhale, lift up through the hips. And from here, you can take your hands underneath and clasp them and walk your shoulders a little closer together. Really lifting up nice and strong, squeezing the buttocks. Bring your chin to your chest. Let's take a few breaths here, really stretching out the shoulders. Two more breaths. And then release your hands and allow your buttocks to come back down to the mat. And just rolling to one side and coming up to a seated position. Taking your feet wide. Flexing your feet and inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring your hands down to the floor and walk them forward, feeling that stretch through the back. So after doing the bridge, we're going to invert it the other way, invert our spine just to flush it out. From here, you can reach across to your toes or your ankles or your shins and just bring your body a little bit closer to the ground, relaxing into your breath. As we take some deep breaths here, coming back to our intention of our practice around gratitude, and see if you can find gratitude for an aspect of your life or a talent that you appreciate in yourself. Just taking some deep breaths in here as you contemplate that gratitude. And then release your hands and coming back up to a seated position. And we're going to go into our legs up position now. So you might like to put your legs up the wall or up next to some furniture, or come into a shoulder stand or into a supported legs up position with a block or a bolster underneath your lower back. Whatever you feel like doing today. As you inhale, lifting your legs up, getting nice and comfortable, giving your ankles some little circles, making sure that your feet are nice and light. If you're in a shoulder stand, you can use your hands to grip your hips like a fruit bowl, nice. And if you're just got your legs up, you can have your hands with your palms flat on the mat. Just taking some deep breaths here. Noticing how your body's feeling and noticing how your mind's feeling. Reflecting on how that felt at the beginning of the practice. As you take your feet out wide, feeling a nice stretch through the groin area. Coming back to the breath and the rise and fall of your chest. And then bringing your feet together, knees out wide, like an inverted butterfly. And then stretching our feet up towards the ceiling again and bring the feet just over the head a little bit. So you get a little bit more stretch down the back of the legs, a little bit of a stretch through the back and perhaps the neck. Just enjoying the moment, enjoying the inversion. These are great for your circulatory system and your immunity, and good to drain out your lymphatic system, draining all the fluid from your feet down through your ankles and down your legs to the lymph nodes in your groin area. Let's take 4 more breaths here. And then on the next inhalation, you might want to remove any bolster that you might have or a block, and exhale and gently let your legs come back down to earth. And we'll go into Savasana now. So you might like to have your knees bent to support your lower back with a bolster or a block. If you have an eye pillow, pop that over your eyes. If you have a blanket, pop that over to keep you warm. While we have rest in Savasana, just cultivating all that beautiful energy, enjoying the relaxation. Just getting yourself nice and comfortable. As you relax into Savasana and get really comfortable, finding compassion and gratitude for your own journey, for all your struggles and all your strengths. Connecting with the energy of the earth underneath your body, underneath your heels and your legs and your buttocks, your back, your shoulders, your hands and your head. Inhaling all that beautiful energy, cocooning yourself in a beautiful white light, protecting you. Enjoying the next 5 minutes, just relaxing in Savasana. Starting to notice your breathing again, wiggling your fingers and toes, becoming aware of the room that you're in. Just laying in Savasana for a few more breaths. We've got a little gratitude quote for us. Enjoying the little things. For one day you may look back and realize that they were the big things. And as we call in compassion for all beings everywhere, wishing them health, happiness, and ease on their journeys. Slowly rolling to one side. You can stay there if you wish, or you can come up to a seated position. And we'll bring our hands to our heart center. Thank you all for being here today, enjoying the practice of yoga together, keeping us all nice and balanced and calm. Hands to our forehead for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words, and to our heart for a kind heart. Namaste. Well done, ladies. How do you all feel?
Wonderful. Thanks, Jenny.
You're welcome.
Yes, thanks,
That was
Jenny.
wonderful.
Very
That was
good.
a really good class today.
Oh,
Really
that's good.
good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.